What's up, everybody? Homer Ibarra back on the show floor for E3 2009, and my first stop is Activision. As you can see behind me, we got some DJs ripping it up on the ones and twos. Take a look at the booth, man. It's going off in traditional E3 style here in the West Hall. But before we check out the rest of the booth, we're gonna go check out this little behind closed doors session of Prototype. Well, maybe these doors aren't closed, but it's a little nook over here. Right now, we got our man Chris Ansel. How's it going, Chris?
Excellent, excellent.
All right, so E3 2009, we're back on the show floor, man. You're showing off the hotness. What do you got?
We are showing off Prototype. We're launching next week in North America. We're super excited. And we've got all these booths here today just basically showing everybody the game, and it's been a wonderful reaction. We're just so happy to show off the game and have people feel it with their own hands. It's been great. Awesome.
Cool. Well, looking at the gameplay, man, it looks like you got some highfalutin action going on here. For those who don't know what the story is with Prototype, give us a little rundown.
It's a huge conspiracy where essentially Alex Mercer wakes up alive on a morgue table with no recollection of why he's there and why he's being quarantined. So he busts out of there, and by working with his sister, begins to piece together why he had these incredible powers, who did these terrible things to him, and what is happening to New York City to turn it into an absolute war zone as an infection spreads across the entire city. And also, we wanted to make a game that had you kick ass in 1,000 different new ways, and that's the real reason.
I like kicking ass in 1,000 different ways.
Who doesn't?
So let's talk about what kind of weapons are at his disposal. Obviously, he's a mutant, right? He's got all sorts of craziness going on. Talk about how he uses the environment and everything else to destroy his enemies.
Alex himself is a weapon. We like to call him a human Swiss Army knife. He can turn his body into any kind of, crazy lethal attack power. He can mix and match these powers, but also things in the environment. I mean, you are in New York City, so the city can become your own weapon. You can pick up anything. You can pick up people, cars, trucks, newspaper stands, use them as weapons. You can body surf on your enemies. You can become anyone who you see and use them as a disguise. So you can sneak into military bases and steal their hardware. You can pilot military vehicles, tanks, APCs, choppers. So really, the whole world is your playground, but the key focus is the shape-shifting powers of Alex himself.
There's not enough shape-shifting in games these days, you know?
There's not enough shape-shifting, or meat and cones.
All right, so give us the lowdown on when it's coming out and for what consoles.
Yeah, the game is coming out next week in North America and soon after in Europe. It's on PC, PS3, and Xbox 360.
Cool, Chris. Well, thanks for joining us. First appointment of E309. We're going to go check out the rest of the show floor. Chris, have a good show. All right, so let's keep going here. Back out into the realm of DJs. I'm sweating, dude. I'm already sweating. First interview. Okay, so if you follow me over here, we got this huge Matrix screen. We got some Guitar Hero 5 on display there. I don't think it's playable right now. Let's see. Over here is Blur, super awesome action racer, and let's go see what's happening. Let's see if there's anybody we can talk to. How's it going, man? Homer with GameSpot. Do you mind if I can
get someone to talk to you better.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna get me a guy to talk about Blur. As you can see, it's a huge setup. They got the 360 version here, and I'm sure they probably have the PlayStation 3 version over there. And I'm joined with my man Ben Ward from Bizarre Creations. What's up, man? I'm Homer with GameSpot.
Hey.
Doing a little booth tour, and we've happened upon Blur.
It's the best place.
I guess so. That's what the dude at Prototype just said. I came to the talking smack. All right. So give us the lowdown. Why are we at the best place in the Activision booth, seeing Blur?
Because this is the first time you can play Blur. We got 10 players on the show floor here. Multiplayer demo, something we haven't really done before. Certainly not as big a scale as this. So go and play it, enjoy it, and hopefully we'll have the feedback that we get from everyone here, and we'll just make the game even better by the time it launches.
All right, so give us a rundown on what the actual game is. Obviously, there's a lot of racers out there that have a lot of destruction. What makes Blur different from the rest?
Well, Blur's different because it's really all about sort of the excitement and intensity. It's not really about simulation or technical, tweaking your car and knowing what's best. It's all about the experience, the fun experience of racing, and that's everything that we've designed in Blur goes back to that, making it fun.
Very cool. So What kind of cars are going to be available? Are there any real life locations that we're going to be driving through?
Oh yeah. So all the cars are licensed real world cars. All of the locations are real world locations. There's just over 60 cars in the game. They all have like full damage. They're all fully licensed or approved, so bits of them fall off. You can smash them into walls and they'll crumple realistically. All that sort of stuff that you'd expect. The real world locations are slightly different to what we've done before. They're not like precisely identical to the real world place. We said if this particular road is a bit rubbish to drive on, we'll take it out, we'll put a good one in, you know, we'll put this area and this area together, we'll make them really, really fun to drive. That's the whole idea. If it's not absolutely fun, then it doesn't make it in the game.
If it ain't fun, don't play it, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. Ben Ward from Bizarre Creations.
Bizarre Creations, man, it's a big difference.
It's a whole different thing. Thanks for joining us. We're going to wrap up this segment here at the Activision booth. We're going to go check out the rest of the games because there's a whole lot more to see. I'm Homer, and GameSpot's E3 live coverage of E3 2009 continues.